Hello my fellow hunters and One Piece players. I have finally updated Vivi for OP15 and EB04 format. The deck has changed quite a bit since the last format, and so let's jump into the deck list. So the first card of the deck is 4 of Vivi. This is just our searcher of the deck, which can look at top 4 for any alabaster or straw hat type card. So we can use this to search out our Vivis, our Namis, our Zoros and Sanjis. And then we play 4 of Terracotta, which is a 2k counter, and its effect is you may rest this character and trash 1 card from your hand, and up to 1 Alabaster type characters gains unblockable for this turn. So this is good for Chaka and Pell, because Chaka and Pell has 9k power and has double attack, so getting unblockable can be a game ender. So 4 of Terracotta. And then we play, hold on 1 second. We then play 3 of Sanji from OP10. So this is a new addition to the deck, and since Vivi is going first deck, this helps us on our 3 dawn turn, because Vivi didn't really have a good 3 dawn turn. So we play this on our 3 dawn turn. It has 6k when we play it, and we can give this rush. Also, if this is KO'd, we can draw 1 card. So it's a good card to play on your 3 dawn turn, and 1k counter, so don't see why not. And it's searchable from our Vivi as well, because it's a straw hat. And then we play 2 of Sanji from OP15, which is a blocker, and on play up to 1 of your characters gains unblockable. So this card can give unblockable to any character, which is quite good for any blue deck. Giving anything unblockable is really strong. So we only run 2 of him because I've only got 2. We then play 3 of Cavendish. So Cavendish is for when we go second, because sometimes we are forced to go second, so we play this on our 4 dawn turn, and because it has a when attacking effect, it won't gain rush from our leader's effect. But draw 2 and trash 1, which is good for filtering out our hand, and it's a 6k body, so it's a very good card. And we want to draw as much as possible as well to reach our pieces. So 3 of Cavendish. Then we play 4 of 2020 Chopper, which is from OP10. It's just a 6k blocker, and it's searchable from our Vivi, so it's a staple in the deck, and it's a 2k counter as well, which is a bonus. And then we play 4 of 5 cost EB03 blocker Vivi. This is our go-to blocker when we're going first, because on your 5 dawn turn you play this out with a red Nami, but you have to keep in mind that when you play this card you can't play any other characters for the rest of the turn. So for a late game, play a different card first before playing this. But this is our main combo of the deck, where you play this out, and with a red Nami, use Nami's effect to draw a card, and then your leader gives a Nami rush. So yeah, this is a 4 of. It's one of the best cards in the deck. And then we play 4 of Red Nami. Now, Red Nami is probably the best card in this deck due to its effect. On play, you may give your active leader minus 5000 power during this turn and draw 1 card. Activate main, if your leader has the Alabaster type, give to one of your opponent's characters minus 1000 during this turn. So this can get over a few characters because of the minus 1000, but because you're using Vivi's leader effect, you're minusing something down by 3000. So this can get over a lot. And you can also use leader effect to protect it from being destroyed. But it's also like a flat 7k, so it gets over a lot. So this is a must have at 4. And then we play 4 of Nami from OP11. On play, if your leader is multicolored, draw 3 cards and place 2 cards from your hand at the top or bottom of your deck. So this is just a very good blocker that you can play off the blue Vivi, and it also draws you a lot and fills out your hand. So you can set up your next turn using this. It's also a 6k blocker, so it can easily block 5k attacks. And in this format where Enel is running around, this is really good, especially playing off the other Vivi. So this is a must have at 4 as well, which is a staple for this deck. And then we play 3 of 7 cost EB04 Vivi. Now the issue with this card is that it's a 7 cost with 4000 power, so it is quite weak. But its on play effect is really good. You can play up to 1 Alabaster type character with a cost 8 or less from your hand other than Vivi. Then your opponent places 1 card from their hand at the bottom of their deck. So this is good for getting cards out of your opponent's hand, and you also can play out a Chaka Pell using this. So you can get Chaka and Pell out a turn early, and you can also get Red Nami out as well because Alabaster type. We only run 3 of her because she's just not that good, to be honest with you, and she's kind of a brick. Like 7 cost for 4k power character is quite high, so we only run 3 of her. We then play 3 of Chaka and Pell. Now Chaka and Pell is a very strong card. On play, you may give your active leader minus 5000 power during this turn, then draw 2 cards, and it has double attack and 9k power. This card can be very scary in the late game as well, especially if it gets cheated out with Vivi, which you're forcing your opponent to return 1 card, and then you swing with this for 9k, which is really strong. And we have now got cards that to make this unblockable as well. So this card becomes a serious threat in certain matchups. So this guy is a must have at 3, but because he's a brick we only run 3. But he's a must have in any version of Vivi. And then we play 4 of Benn.Beckman, which is a staple in any red deck. On play, trash up to 1 of your opponent's characters with 6000 power or less. So because we're using our leader effect to give us rush, we can get over quite a bit. And because we're also using Red Nami as well, we can minus some tap power of some characters, and we can trash some problematic cards and blockers. So he is probably the best removal like in One Piece, and he is a must have in any red deck at 4. He's just too good. And then we play 2 of the new EB04 Roronoa Zoro. On play, if your leader gains 2000 power until the end of your opponent's next end phase. Activate main. if your opponent has a character with 8,000 power or more, this character gains Rush. So the thing about this card is we gain 2,000 power for the turn, but because we are playing this in Vivi, Vivi can give this Rush straight off the bat. So you don't even need to use the activate main. You can if you want to, but if you use Vivi's effect, you can minus something down by 2k and then have this swing 9k. So this card is a must-have in Vivi because in the late game you might want to be a bit higher power than your opponent, especially in this format where Sky Luffy and Enel are running around. So buffing your leader to 7k is really needed, and this Zoro is really good into most matchups. So, but we only run 2 of him because we run so many bricks in this deck, so it's hard to make space. But yeah, 2 of red Zoro, and then we play 2 of Kouzuki Oden. Now, this card was not my choice. I give credit to my friend Joe who suggested me to use this card. Basically, with what Oden does is that it cannot be removed by your opponent's effects, and if it is, you may crash 2 cards from your hand instead. So it's already got protection against removal, which can be good in a mirror match against Vivi if Vivi sees that much play in this format. But the main thing is Vivi can give this Rush, so it's a flat 8k to face, and if you set up correctly, you can rest 3 Dawn to restand this to attack again. So there's a combo with this with another card. So on your 10 Dawn turn, if this is out on the field already, you swing with him. Actually no, the first thing you do is on your 10 Dawn turn, when you got this out, you then play the 3-cost blue Sanji, which gives this unblockable. So you attack first, which is 8k unblockable, and then if you've got 3 Dawn to use, 3 active Dawn to use, you can restand this Oden, then attack twice. So that is 2 8k unblockable attacks coming to your opponent's face. It's a very good combo, and it can be very unpredictable because I don't see any VVs running this. But this is the tech that my friend suggested, and it's been working really well on Sim. So I want to test this out at locals at some point. So yeah, I give credit to my friend Joe for suggesting this card, because if you set it up right, you can get 2 unblockable 8Ks, which is insane. And then we play 2 of KO Shanks, which is a staple for this deck. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 10,000 power or less. So basically KO something, then Vivi gives it Rush, there's a 12k swing. In this format, however, against Enel and Sky Luffy, the KO effect is not really needed, because with Sky Luffy's effect, if one of the characters gets removed, they take a life instead. So this can force Sky Luffy to take a life and then take another life if you attack with it. So this can force the opponent, but against Enel, as far as I'm aware, its boss characters cannot be removed, so the KO effect won't work. But it's still a 12k body to attack with, and because against Rush from Vivi, the Enel would get dropped from 10 to 8k, so this can get over it. So yeah, 2 of him. And then for the final card of the deck, we play 2 of... But if we ever see each other again, we call me your shipmate. So this is just your standard event for Vivi. Just gains 4,000 power for the battle, and its on trigger effect is decent. It can stop one attack depending how high the attack of the character is, but it's been much a staple in Vivi. So this is my deck list for OP15 EB04 format for Red Blue Vivi. I have tested this deck a lot on Sim and have seen success, and I will be taking it to locals when I next go down. Also, I have currently got 3 more decks in the works that need updating for this format. So for the next few videos I'll be doing Charlotte Pudding, Boa Hancock, and then I'll be debuting my Sky Luffy deck once I get all the pieces. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and share it with your friends. And so thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.